pick your organization. Okay. So before we are going to know about the SAP APO, we should know about the normal supply chain management. So then we can understand how it is linked to the APO and how SAP is prepared these things. We can understand that. So normally, Raghavendra, what is the supply chain management? The demand flow and the supply flow. So normally the demand will be flow from the customer to supplier. The customer will give an order to the retailer, and the retailer will give an order to the distributor, and the distributor will give an order to the manufacturer, and the manufacturer will give a component to the supplier. So this is the demand flow. And the supply flow, the suppliers or vendors, they will supply the components to the manufacturer, and the manufacturer will produce it, and he will send to the distributor, and the distributor will send to the retailer, and then finally it to the end customer. So normally this is the supply flow in supply chain management. Correct, Ravindra?
Yeah.
So here there is one real scenario here. It means, for example, this customer is requiring 100 units per month. So what you will feel, okay, if my retailer will delay for the next month, so maybe problem with my product, so better I want to keep some safety stock. So every month we have a demand 100 units, but we want to keep safety stock, and we will give an order to the retailer as a 120 units. So the retailer will also think the same thing, and he will give an order to the distributor for 60 units. And the distributor doesn't know what exactly the customer needs. Okay, by giving the retailer order, the retailer is required 150 units per month. So I want to make it. So I will give order to the manufacturer as a 150. And the manufacturer thought, okay, the distributor is really required for 170. So I will give an order to my suppliers as a 200 units. So in the right hand side, the real demand for the customer is a 100 units, and coming to end of the supply chain, like it is showing as a 200 units. So because of the communication gap, like if you don't have the proper communication, so what is the customer is really required? If the supplier doesn't know, then you cannot see exactly whatever the customer is required, the supplier. So this will be coming as a 200 units. So the real demand of a customer is 100 units, and here we are ready to prepare for the 200 units. It means your inventory levels we are going to maintain as a double. And here, like it is 100 units is required, but you are manufacturing as a 200 units. So you need to maintain extra storage location or extra production, all those things like a maintaining it. So to control all these like a inventory levels and to know what exactly the demand for each combination, like each level. So this will be like if you have the proper connection in the supply chain, it will give the information. So if the supplier knows, okay, the customer is required 100 units, so he will prepare only 105 or 110, like maintaining by some 10% or 5% of the effort. So it is like in one level, it is this much of inventory we are maintaining. If you take as a global company, like there is a lot of manufacturers, lot of distributors, and a lot of retailers and customers, and a lot of products are also there. So that money, if you take in the supply chain, if they have, so like the inventory level will be not into the control. There is a 10 times or 20 times to maintain the store control. So this is the reason you need a proper communication between your supply chain, so that like you can maintain the effective inventory level. So that what exactly the demand, you can manage the same kind of supply. Or otherwise, like if the demand is 1,000, maybe you will produce as a 2,000, or maybe you will produce as a 500. If you produce as a 500, then you will miss 500 units of the customer orders. Or if you produce like a 2000 units, like a, here we are maintaining the excess inventory. So to control all these things, we need a proper supply chain management software. In the market, there is a many ERP softwares are there, like they are providing the SEM softwares. So you can take SAP, Oracle, Ramkey, Bond, PeopleSoft, like that many are there. But why we are giving the importance for the SAP? It is having the 70% of the market share in the ERP. So that's why we are interested on SAP. So you can see this blue highlighted area. So here all these are nothing but like a part of SAP supply chain management softwares. So APO is one of the tool, and extended warehouse management, supply network collaboration, and transportation management, and event management. Like that we have different components in the SAP SCM. Like a SAP SCM is nothing but like a all this combination, not only in APO is one of the tools. Again, APO having the sub modules. So now in this all the supply chain management software, like most of the companies now they are starting with SAP APO. And again in this SAP APO we have a different modules like a demand planning, supply network planning, production planning and details scheduling, and global available to promise, and the transportation planning. So these are the modules in APO. So normally if any company is planning to implement APO, so normally how will start? First they will implement the demand planning. Demand planning is nothing but like a take care of forecasting, and then they can go for the implementation of SNP. So this is taking care of mid-level planning, and it is taking care of the distribution of the inventory. And then for the short-term production, we can take for the PPDS module, and to know the sales order confirmation in the global level, the ZATP, and optimize the transportation load and minimize the transportation cost, there is a TPVS module. Like that we have the different modules. If you see companies already using APO, or whatever the companies are going to implement the APO, mostly on these two modules. And the next priority will be the PPDS, and the next priority it's like a very less now. As of now, there is no demand for these two modules. Even if the company wants to take you as a APO consultant, they will take you as a demand planning module, or like as you take you as a SNP consultant or PPDS consultant. Like it is specific to the module. Like it means like one person cannot work for all the modules in the APO, and one company may not be implement all the modules in the APO. So got it, Raghu? Hello?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
So one company cannot implement all the modules. Like whatever I have seen, like I have worked for the 4 projects. So most of the companies are implemented only these 3 modules. So now only companies are thinking about the ZATP and the TPVS, like what are the companies are implemented, we can count on the fingers. So like after getting training, maybe you will get a chance to work as a DP consultant, or SNP consultant, or PPDS consultant, like that. But these 3 modules, like without SAP background or without anything, like if you have fair idea on the SCM, you can easily understand these 2 modules. But to work on the PPDS, you should be expert in the SAP PP module. If you already worked on the SAP PP module, then only module is suitable. And if you have the production engineering experience. And anyway, these 2 are not having the demand, so we can leave this thing. So that is the reason we are giving a training of the combination, so that you will get a chance to work as a DP consultant or SNP consultant. By showing these 2 combinations in your resume, you will have the additional advantage compared to others. And anyway, part of this training, we are giving the overview and we are showing the all important transactions that will be there. So if you have the insight, then you will have a good knowledge in the PPDS. So that like you can show the combination in the profile, so you will reduce everything will be having the more weightage. You get a so anyway, about the each module, I have a different slide. So there I will explain what exactly this is going to do. And the high level in this process. So what is the difference between the other tool and the APO tool? Like why we need to like why the company should use APO tool? Like why they don't want to go for other tools? The advantage of this one, like it will work good into the global connectivity. Like if you take MNCs, so normally they have the business in North America and Europe region, like the total world we can divide as a three regions, like North America and Europe and Asia Pacific. So you can connect entire your global network, like your plant or business, you can connect and you can do the global level planning. Okay, like a HP company CEO wants to know how many laptops they are going to sell in the next month, total worldwide. In
Okay.
the software, in one click, he knows how much they are going to sell for the next month and how much I sold last month. With just one click, he can do all this. This is the way this software will help. And one distribution center in Bangalore, so they can see okay how much we sold. Like that, it's like a from top to bottom and bottom to top. Any can see any kind of data in one system in one screen. So that is the advantage of this software. And do you have any idea about SAP ECC system like SD, EMS? Already heard all this?
I heard, actually, I have knowledge about material management.
Okay.
I have
So
heard
both,
it's sales distribution, but I don't know what is that.
yeah. Actually, now we are talking about a SAP APO, and normally, like already it is there SAP ECC, like we can call as a SAP R3 system. So this is having all these modules like MM, like that. We have a different modules. So what exactly will we do? It is like a for companies day-to-day activities. It will help the software will help to input all the day-to-day activities. Say for example, material management. So like I want to procure some raw material from my vendor. I want to raise a purchase requisition or purchase order. So those things we can do in the material management. And I want to maintain, okay, these are the raw material, this is my finished product, and these are my semi-finished product, or these are my trading products. Like all this kind of information I can maintain in the system. Or like a one customer came and he given one sales order. Okay, I want to 100 units for tomorrow. So we need to do some entry in the system. We need to raise a sales order. So in the SD module, we can do it. And we are giving a delivery, we will do the delivery receipt. And like even if you go some shop, like maybe Big Bazaar, if you buy something, they will give the invoice. So to print that invoice, we need to enter into the system. Okay, this Raghu is purchased this, so this is how much paid this much. So this is the invoice. So we need to enter into the system. So like these kind of day-to-day operations can be done in SAP ECC system, or we can say R3 system. So this is like APO is entirely different. It is a planning system. Like based on this information, we can take the information from here to in APO, and here we will do the planning. Okay. I think here I have the invoice data. 2 years product A, I am selling this much of quantity. So how much I will sell for next 2 years? That we can do in the APO system. Here the question is why I want to that information, how much I will sell for the next 2 years, why I need that information right now. Why? Because normally go any company like if you heard about any company news, so normally they will talk about their goals. Like now cognizant. cognizant will tell like now we are $50 billion company, and in 2015 we want to raise $25 billion company. So this is our organization goal. Every company first basic they will talk about their goals. So how they will reach their goals. Like a business plan. So normally how they will plan it? Okay, this is our sales in the 2012. So by this sales we are 20 plus company. So if my sales will be reached X plus Y, then my company will go for the $25 billion company. So whatever the products I am selling and whatever the revenue I am getting, so where I need to increase my sales and where I need to do more innovative. Like based around this, like if I am selling X unit, I am getting $20 billion. If I am selling X plus Y, then I will get my $25 billion. So like that, they need this demand planning. They know the forecasting. So if they do the forecasting using this, so now instead of X plus Y, I am going to sell with X plus Z. So I am not able to reach $25 billion company. So then what they will plan it, okay, to increase our sales, maybe we need to extend the market. Okay, now as of now, our product is selling only the Bengaluru, so we want to extend to the Chennai and Hyderabad location. Or like take example of the Samsung, like how Samsung is taking to the Nokia. So more innovative, like daily they are giving some new models. So like that we need to do some innovation. Then slowly we will reach our organization goal by 2015, $25 billion. So to reach our goal, so we need a planning together. So that can be done by using the APO. So how this system will work? Like you can take a data from here to here, and using this tool you can do the planning, and here you can send to them how to execute it. Like I will take how much we are selling here, and here I will plan it how much we will sell for the next month. Say for example, like my demand planning system is selling. Okay, we will produce products. We will sell products here next month 1,000 units. That is my forecast. So then I will send this information to production, so that the production team will only produce 1,000 units. So that I can match my demand with the. Otherwise, if I am not able to do the forecasting, so if my real sales will be next month is 1,000 units, maybe I will produce 500 units or maybe 1,200 units. If I produce 1,200 units, I am maintaining 20% of the efficiency. If I produce 500 units, I will give some sales order. So normally if you give sales order, then the customer will not go for the repeated sales. So you will lose your customer. So your competitor will kill your. So that is the reason we need an effective planning tool. Then coming to the each module, what exactly they will do and what are the advantages of those modules. Like the demand planning, basically it is a forecasting tool. Okay, by knowing the your past experience, okay, you get the sales. So in the future, I will tell. So that information we can do in this section. Like normally, if you take a global company, like if they will have thousands of products, like thousands of products without any software help, so we cannot do the planning. So that is the reason you will have. Yes, I think any questions for you?
No, it's fine.
So like even if there thousands or 1 lakh of products also, you can do the planning using the APO. So the advantages and the main success of this APO or beauty of this APO is this screen. So this screen we can call as an interactive planning screen. It's like a more interactive. Like the salespersons they can see what is the sales for the next month, and the planning team we can see what is the next month forecasting data, and the company CEO can see okay what is the sale for the next month for India or Asia Pacific region or like a global level. So like that different departments and different regions or different countries can able to access in one screen one information. So it's like a centralization and like everybody in the same page, so that the information sharing and accessing is very easy. Like a sales people will tell, okay, this is the promotion value we are going to do next month, and forecasting team will tell, this is the sales we are going to sell next month, and the manager can see, okay, this is my forecast, this is my promotion, this will be my final sales for the next month. You can see here for one product, you can see for one country, or you can see the global level of, like whatever you have selected. Here in the right side, you can see the table level and the graphical level. Per week, how much we are selling, per month, how much we are selling, per quarter, per year, everything you can see in one. So that is the way the SAP is developed. And this is the key success for this SAP APO. And not only generating a statistical forecast, there is a lot of functionalities are there in the demand planning. All can be supported by this software. And SNP. SNP, it is integrating to purchasing, manufacturing, distribution, and transportation. Like normally, other softwares have a lot of limitations for running the MRP. Like we get a requirement planning. So this is my forecast. Say for example, I need to put 1,000 units for next month. So what is the machine I need to use, and what is the components I require, and per day how many I need to produce. So all this information we can do by running the plan. And how I need to distribute my DCs. Say for example, like one plant will distribute for 10 DCs, 10 distribution centers. So like we cannot send like a blindly. So maybe there is a priority. Like some DCs are export DCs. So we need to be a priority. Like the company wants to tell, whatever the stock is there in my plant, always I want to send 60% my DCA and 10% my DCB, or like first fulfill the DCA demand, then only go for the DCB demand. Like that, there is a lot of rules. Everything we can apply using this SAP. Like whatever there in mind of the company, we can apply using this software. And the major advantage of this SAP is that global. Across the global, it is in one class. Total in the global level, I can run in one class. No other software are having this feature. This is the main key success of this SAP APO. And again, the planning, there is a lot of scenarios are there. I can run infinite planning or finite planning or cost-based planning. There are many things can be provided by SAP. So these are not provided by other softwares, and this is the another success of this APO implementation. And the PPDS is basically for the short-term planning. Okay, tomorrow what I need to produce, and what is the thing I need to run my mission, and how much time it will take each mission, and what is the frequency I need to send a product, and what are the components to manufacture particular product, from where I need to get everything I can run by PPDS. All the information I can get it by PPDS. And the GATP, the best example for the GATP, I want to buy one Dell laptop from Dell. So I will go to the Dell website and I will take the configuration. Okay, I need a 500 hard disk or 12 GB RAM, something. So finally, once you have selected your product, it will give the shipping date when the company will be able to ship the particular product. So how the information the system knows by implementing this GATP. So what it will do, it will check if there any stock is available. Okay, stock is available, it will tell from Bangalore to Mangalore, it will take 1 day for delivery. So it will give the shipping day will be tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Or if stock is not available, so I need to produce this laptop, it will take 2 days, and for shipping 1 day, so I will give a date 3 days after the delivery date. So that is the way the software will be worked, and it will work in the global level. Even like from India to Singapore, or from India to US, or India to China, like anything, it will check the availability, and if it is not stock is available, it will integrate into the production and check whatever machines are free. If I produce this one, when I can able to deliver. So all this information will be and it will do the promised date also. And to optimize the transportation and minimize the transportation cost, we can use the APO. Like a demand planning for forecasting, SNP for midterm planning, and PPDS for short-term production planning, and global availability promise to know the sales order confirmation, and the transportation planning and vehicle scheduling. This is to optimize the transportation load and minimize the transportation cost. So these are the 5 modules are there. And most of the companies, like whatever the companies are implemented in SAP, we can see mostly DP, SNP, and most of the companies are running the DP and SNP now. And next priority is the PPDS, and very rare companies are implemented the ZITP and the TPDS. So that is the reason we are focusing on more on these three. Clear, brother?
Yes.
Okay. So we are talking here into the global level. So like a lot of data is there. Like for example, I have a 10,000 products in my system. So in 10,000 products, one product have the some negative forecast value, or maybe the forecast is lesser than the sales order. Like I have a sales order for the product is 100 units, but I have forecasted only 50 units. So to know these exceptional things in the system, we can have the alerts management. So by using this alerts management, it will do the message. Product A in the February month, the sales orders are more and forecast is less. Otherwise, if you don't have reason, so individual products to check month by month or week by week, wherever my forecast is less compared to the sales order. So it is really not possible. So by using this alert mechanism, what it will do, it will give a message. Product A in February month, less forecast value. So that the planner go and see in the February month, okay, what is the data, so how to do the corrections, like they will take care, maybe it will take 2 to 3 minutes. Otherwise, like if they want to do manually this kind of scenario, it is really not possible. Maybe they have to spend 1 week time. So like that, it will be help business to save lot of time and effort of their resources. And another advantage of this one, it will make everything as a automation. Like if APO is not implemented, the forecasting is job is doing by 10 users in the company. After implementing the APO, only 3 users are required to run the software, so that they can save 7 people of headcount, so that maybe 1 year or 2 years they will get a ROI, return of inventory, like whatever they invested in the software. And doing the automation, reverting, like if there is no manual interruption, definitely there is a very less chances to go for the wrong result. And this is the example scale of this APO. So if I take like the Barcelona, this is one of the city in the Spain. So I want to know in Barcelona, this particular chocolate, how many units is selling, and what I will sell after 2 months, after 2 years, something like that. We can have this information. Or if I select everything, it will check entire Europe how much this chocolate units is selling. Or if I take 10 products, it will give the 10 products information. Like that, you can take any level, east to top, any level, any combination, anything can have the data in one place. This is the advantage of this API. And the latest architecture of SAP, like now all companies are implementing SCM 7, and we are going to do the training also the same server, like a SCM 7 server. And this is the integration part, like APO itself internally integration with all the modules, and it is having inbuilt SAP business warehousing. So anyway, part of the training we are giving some light on this APO BA, and this is the memory. So here we are talking like it's doing the planning for the total global level. So even it's like a 10,000 products also, I can see in my system within the seconds because of this memory, this live cache. And this is the iLog server. So this server will do the optimization, and this is the IBM tool. So this is also SAP integrated service APO, and we can integrate any system to APO. We can integrate data warehousing, ERP or CRM or PLM, any system we can integrate with the APO servers. So the integration part, like a core interface, that is also we will cover in the part of this training. So finally, these are the supply chain pain points. So by implementing this APO, we can solve all these timeless issues. It will improve the forecast quality, control the inventory, and it will have global visibility and the capacity shortage. Like that, all these kind of pain points in the global supply chain will be solved by implementing the SAP APO. I think now you got some fair idea about the APO, how it will be worked. Am I correct, Prabhu?
Yes, Karthik. It was really interesting.
So if you have any questions, let me know about the training or anything. So as we discussed, like
Yeah. Yeah,
like
actually you told that
documentation wise we will do everything. You need not to find a single paper from anywhere, even from Google also. Like whatever is really required, everything will be provided by ourselves.
And one more thing is you said that you'll provide me the access to the server.
Yeah.
And so do I need to install any client on my laptop?
Yeah, actually we need to install the SAP GUI. So anyway, that Karthik will do that link. So by using that link, like you can install the server. Like maybe it will take 2 to 3 hours to install the software. Anyway, Karthik will help you on that.
Okay.
Server details will be provided by Karthik, so that we can separately talk to the Karthik.
Yeah, one more thing is, yeah, you said that this training will take 60 days. So even beyond 60 days, if I need to practice, so I can access the server, right?
Yeah, that I think, yeah, they will take care.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks Raghu, and thanks for your time, and thanks for your interest for attending this one, and good day to you.
Thank you very much. It was nice explanation.
Yeah. So any other question?
No, that is all.
Thank you.
I'll be in touch with you. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah. Karthik, we'll close this session.
Yeah, hi Kalyan, thank you. Hello?
Yeah, Karthik.